Now that your profile is set up, let's take a look at some of the ways you can start creating content if you're a first-time user of Content Studio. You'll notice right from our welcome dashboard, we have a bar at the top that asks you, what do you want to create? If you already know what topic you want to write about, you can simply type that in here. Things to do in San Francisco, for example, and click Create. From here, the tool is going to ask you to select a template. You can choose a blank template or any of the other available templates we have in the system, whether that's a blog post, a how-to post, a listicle, or even an Instagram caption. And you can sort these by channel: web, news, social. If you go back to the welcome dashboard, you'll see a few of our more popular templates are already here for you. So if you know you want to create content for a blog post, you can click Get Started right from this screen. If you'd rather browse a list of all of our templates, you can click See All Templates to get that full view here of all of the ones we have in the system, and we're updating this all the time. You can also access this from the left-hand menu by clicking Templates. Let's go back to the dashboard. Another really key part of creating content in Content Studio is understanding what's a great topic to write about. If you scroll down, you'll see a list of topic ideas that we've used real data to come up with. What we're looking at are topics that your site's ranking for that it might not be in the top position for, but it's within striking distance of, meaning you could create new content around these topics or enhance existing content around these topics and get better visibility in SERP. In addition, we look at what topics your competitors are ranking for that you might not be showing up for. Again, this presents an opportunity to create new content around this topic and get better visibility in search and bring new users into your site. You'll see that for each topic, we show you the search volume as well as how difficult that topic might be to rank for. And you can click Generate with AI to start writing about this right away. We also show a little fire icon for any topics that might be trending upward in search recently. If you don't see a topic that stands out to you here in the dashboard, you can click View More Ideas to go to the full list of topic ideas we have in the system. Again, these are all relevant specifically to you and your industry. You can access this page also from the left-hand menu by clicking Topic Ideas. On this page, you have the ability to sort by search volume, traffic share, traffic opportunity, and keyword difficulty. You can also see the trend line and how that keyword has been trending over time. If you click on this menu, you can choose to add any of these topics to your favorite or dismiss a topic that you deem not relevant to you. And you'll be able to sort these based on which topics you've favorited, which topics you've already completed creating content around, and which topics you've dismissed. At the top, you'll see a list of the total number of ideas, as well as the total search volume and potential traffic opportunity around all of these topics. For any of these topics, if I click Generate with AI, it's going to ask me to select a template, and you'll notice when I go into the prompting experience, my main topic, related topic, and my keywords have all been selected for me, again, based on real data. Let's take a closer look at that prompting experience and go back to the dashboard. Let's say I know what topic I want to write about. Again, things to do in San Francisco. Let's click Create, and let's select my template. I'm going to choose blog. You'll see it already has the main topic of my blog listed here based on what I typed into that bar. Now, if I've already done my own keyword research around this, I could type a keyword in here and simply click Enter. And that's going to enter that keyword for me. And the AI is going to take that into context when it generates the first draft of my content. If I haven't done my own keyword research, I can click Generate. What this is going to do is it's going to look at the main topic of my article and give me a list of potential keywords based on real-time data. You'll see we get search volume, the trend line for that keyword, and how difficult that keyword is to rank for. I have the ability to select up to 6 of these, depending on what's relevant to my article and what I want to write about. Let's pick a few here. If I click Add Keywords, it's going to add those as my keywords. You'll also notice in the top right-hand corner, we have a button that says Show Preferences. This is where you have the ability to change any of those default preferences that you set up during your profile setup. So if I click on language, for example, I can choose the language for this article and make it different from the default. Additionally, if I want to select a different brand voice or target audience from my default, I can do that here as well. If I scroll further down, you'll see we also have a question. Do you have a content brief? If I toggle this on, this opens up this dialog box here. This allows us to give the AI a little bit more context about what we want it to write about. When you're prompting, you can make it as complex or as simple as you want. Large language models are very good at understanding natural language, so you don't have to worry about the way that you type or the sentence structure. You can just type as you normally would in a natural voice, and the AI will understand it. The great part about this section is it allows you to give the AI a little bit more detail on what you want to add into that article. If there's a particular attraction, for example, that you know you want the model to cover, you could put that in here. If there are any other guidelines or anything relevant to your business specifically, you could also enter that in here. Especially when it comes to details relevant specifically to your business, that's when it really pays off to give that context to the model to enhance the helpfulness and the overall robustness of the content that you're going to output. The more details you give the AI, the better that initial output is going to be. Of course, you always have the ability to edit the content and manually add in whatever you want to later. We find typically that the AI model does a really great job of generating content when it's top of funnel, something like attractions, for example. But when it's pertinent to your business, it's always best for you to provide these extra details. From here, you have the option to create an outline or to generate content. If you want to write your article based on an outline, this is a great option. It's going to give you the perfect outline for a great article, and you can go through step by step and manually create that content. If you want Content Studio to generate a first draft for you, you can click Generate. From here, the AI is going to take into account that main topic that you gave it, as well as the related keywords that you gave it, and any context you gave it into the content brief, and it's going to use that to generate this first draft. It's also going to look at what you put in for your target audience and your brand voice, as well as our SEO best practices, and it's going to try to meet all of those SEO best practice guidelines that we have in our system and output content that's going to be ready for search. In the next video, we'll show you how you can take that first draft content and optimize it to make it the best that it can possibly be to show up in search.